Did I ever tell you that I have a bad back? It's not just bad, it's downright evil.
They're telling me now I am approved. It's going to happen this Tuesday, March 19th. Supposed to report in to UCSD at 8:30 in the morning, and expecting a 2, 3, maybe 4-day stay, and then I'll be home to recuperate. Thank you for your prayers. I'll let you know how it goes.
My back's all jacked up.
My back's been super bad. And by the end of the day, it's burning. I swear my foot will spontaneously combust. Foot is just a mess. Neuropathy, numbness, tingling, burning. Right foot, right leg. Yeah, my whole right leg is numb. I can't walk.
My back is killing me. It's killing me. Shot. Okay, stop whining.
So 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 35, 40, 42.
I hurt my back in my 20s, early 20s. Had a wall fall on me in a construction site.
We were lifting this great big 12-foot tall. The wall came down. Everybody bailed out of the way except me. I got pinned underneath it, so they pulled me out.
Since then, I've been battling with bad back, going out constantly. Bulging disc, and you get older, that gets worse and worse.
You have these events, lift a couch, and you shouldn't have done that because it was a hide-a-bed, and you were trying to put it in a fishing boat. That's another story.
In 2015, I was moving a bucket of water. Okay, it was a horse trough that we had fish in. I bent over and tried to drag it, and something gave. And I exploded the bulging disc, where it's no longer bulging. It just blew up, fragments everywhere. And currently I cannot feel my right foot. I can't feel the side of my leg. And so that becomes challenging. In 2015, they were getting very serious about cutting me open and trying to fix it. And they were talking about cages and fusing and pulling stuff out, and it got kind of... I chose to stick it out.
And it's never gotten better. And in the last, it's about 6 months now, it has gotten really bad. Right, like I can barely walk. Burning, it's on fire all the time. It's not just tingling, now is radiating. But each time you heard it, I swear up this last time, I was actually body surfing. Super bad. Yeah, I guess I'm too old to body surf. I can't surf anymore. I had to give it up because I can't feel my foot. I actually was breaking toes surfing, and I didn't know it until I'd come in and feel this thing flopping around on the end of my... So, I finally given in. I'm so done. At this point, I would take a Boy Scout with a can opener. So I went surgeon shopping. A CAT scan, had an MRI, a discogram, a surgical mapping CAT scan, a dozen MRIs. And that's not too big of an exaggeration. So they tell you to be here no later than 7. It turns out dinner will open up till 7:30. That was a couple hours that I won't get back. MRI, that was the smallest MRI machine I've ever been in. That was literally like being in a pipe. That doesn't bother me, but this time I was a little freaked out. I found one guy that wanted to gut me like a fish, basically. Put in these big parts in a cage back there and wired it all together. That's what I was going to do. Take the discs out, put this thing in, fill it full of bone, canister thing, screw it into place, and fuse 2 discs. I'm getting a second opinion. I was put in contact with the guy that engineers these surgical parts that all these surgeons in this area use. He said he's been in every ER in this area and watched them work. And so he told me, don't use the guy that you're going to use. Don't have that procedure. Here's the name of 5 guys I would recommend. That was an answer to prayer, praying for wisdom, praying for help. And I was able to see one of the guys that he recommended as a second opinion. He said, your back's so jacked up, you're always going to have problems. I liked the guy. I liked the procedure he wanted to do. He was doing a minimal invasive. He was very honest with me, told me to lose some weight, told me that my back's jacked up and that this is going to give me some relief, but it's not going to fix everything. I need to change how I do things. And he was honest. I like that. And so I said, let's do it. He squeezed me in, was going to do the surgery within a week and a half. The insurance company shut it down because he was not in group. My insurance company, I was supposed to have this done tomorrow. Fortunately, I had 1 week left to switch insurance companies. I was able to do that. So here we go again. Oh man, rough day. Starting over with the doctors, insurance companies. Wow, bad day. Ugh. And anyway, they're telling me now I am approved. It's going to happen this Tuesday, March 19th. And I've got a good support group. I got a lot of people that are concerned for me and praying for me. Really, they should be praying for my wife. You know, there's been a lot of Mike lately. My wife says it needs to be a little less you. Constant pain is tough. I mean, it wears you out. It wears you down. It's not just a jolt here and there. This is constant. Starts out in the morning hurting, and by the end of the day, it's awful. So it builds all day, and you know what's coming. Emotionally, physically, mentally, just takes you down. I'm trying to be a good soldier, good Christian soldier. Try to have a good attitude, and I've got peace in this. I know the Lord's in control, you know, and I've got to serve Him through this. But I failed. I'm just short. I'm short with it. By the end of the day, I have no patience. I'm just short with everybody, and living with somebody like that's not good. One thing it does do is makes you pretty sympathetic towards others that you know are living in pain. My wife lives in pain. She's got a lot of autoimmune stuff that is constant with her. I appreciate your prayers. Pray for my wife. It's always the caregiver that nobody thinks about. Or, you know, if you are a caregiver, then you know. If you're not a caregiver, then you know. Pray for my wife. You know, they've scheduled this surgery 3-4 times now over the last 4 years. So far, it's just all been talk. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to do it. You hear my voice crack a little there? Up until now, it's just been words. I'm a little concerned, a little worried. But I've tried to be wise about it. I chose the surgeon and carefully, and I chose the procedure carefully, and now I'm just in God's hands. So hopefully all will go well, and next time that you see me, I will be back on my bicycle, back in the water, back in the gym, back walking with the missus, back doing videos. Anyway, Tuesday, supposed to report in to UCSD at 8:30 in the morning, and expecting a 2-3, maybe 4-day stay, and then I'll be home to recuperate. So, thank you for your prayers. I'll let you know how it goes.